Hi, I'm Jonathan Leeman. I'm the editorial director at 9 Marks, and I've been asked to tell you about this little book that I've written, Is It Loving to Practice Church Discipline? Actually, it's not a book, it's a booklet. It's so short. It's like 56 pages with the index. You can read it out loud, I think, in about 30 minutes. And it's also like red-orange, right? It's alarming. Church discipline, is it really loving? That's the question I'm trying to answer. After all, we know, no, it's not always loving. You might have read The Scarlet Letter in high school, talked about Hester Prynne. She gets pregnant out of wedlock, and she has to wear the scarlet A embroidered on her dress. Absolutely, church discipline is not always loving. Yet, at the same time, we get passages from the Bible that say strange things like this. The Lord disciplines the one he loves. Hebrews 12:6. Or like this. God disciplines us for our good in order that we may share in his holiness. Note, discipline seems pleasant at the time but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. How would you like that? A harvest. I'm picturing kind of rolling fields of wheat. A harvest of righteousness and peace. That's what church discipline in our lives generally, righteous, wise discipline, and church discipline specifically, help to produce. And so I walk through, first of all, what do we understand love to be? I think it's easy for us today to misconstrue and misunderstand love, especially when Jesus comes along and says things like, if you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. Or things like, this is the one who loves me, he who keeps my commandments. I think as people today, we think, love and obedience, what do those have to do with one another? Love and discipline, what do those have to do with one another? Well, in the Bible, love is a little bit different than the way we today in this world tend to think of it. And so one of the things I try to do in this short space of the booklet is to talk about what love is, and then to talk about how that is in fact what discipline seeks to accomplish, and discipline, when well practiced, accomplishes. So what is discipline? What sins should require such discipline? And when and how quickly? And some of those practical questions are things that I raise in this little booklet. Anyhow, grab a copy, maybe read it with a friend. I pray it's useful.